That's lovely.
I know it's a Big Brother tradition, but would someone please stop massaging someone else for at least 5 minutes? 27th of May, day 5, and this, my friends, is Big Brother's little brother. Hey, cheeky. Welcome to Big Brother's little brother. I hope you're all very, very well today. Well, coming up on tonight's show, Anushka in her underwear, naughty. Federico is handcuffed to the bed, misleading. John sunbathing topless, alarming. And Scott naked in the shower. And that, my friends, is humid. That's just the first of our exclusive showing of our audition tapes later on in the show. Has to be seen to be released. But first we kick off as we always do, my friends, with Little Brother's big news. Indeed, there was a travesty in the house this morning, and I mean that in the severest possible way, as the housemates decided to rename the fish that were called yesterday the brilliant names of Dermot, Davina and Big Brother. Take a look at this.
What are the fish's name? What's the fish names? They forget who they are every 7 seconds.
Exactly, yeah.
And you forget who we are. John, Paul, and George. Right?
Alright then, yeah.
John, Paul and George.
Cool. Ringo doesn't get one.
Ringo, no. He's just a drummer.
Dermot, good strong name. Good Irish name. Means without envy, just in case anyone actually cares. Yesterday, Cameron spent 40 minutes in the bathroom whilst Anushka was naked in the bath. Now, he didn't have such luck today as the girls were wising up to his antics. Take a look at this.
And this morning he said to me, do you mind if I have a shave? Why are you in a shower? I went, yes, I do. Yes, I do.
I think I'd quite like Cameron, if I was a girl, to be in the bathroom while I was bathing. I'd like to go out with him, but if I did go out with him, I would change him. And finally, Big Brother has bent the rules. Tomorrow's Steph's birthday, and her housemates wanted to bake her a cake. Unfortunately, they forgot to order the ingredients with the shopping on the Saturday, but they caught Big Brother, unlike Richard III, in a giving mood.
Ray, as you are aware, the group can only order their shopping once a week, and Big Brother will not provide extra food for the house after that shopping order has been made.
Okay. I think that's for the cake, is it?
It is, Ray.
Okay.
However, as your earlier request for the ingredients to make a cake was a special one to celebrate the birthday of a housemate, Big Brother will provide you with what you need on this occasion, within reason.
Okay.
The housemates also asked for cheeky liquor to spice up the cake, but like Richard III, Big Brother said no, and that was Little Brother's big news. Alrighty, do you know what? Over the last 5 days, we've noticed our housemates, well, have their own quirks. Goss, for example, does all the cooking, obviously, and says mate quite a lot of the time. Anushka must have buffed everyone's nails twice over. So with that in mind, today's Cool BBLB is what other trends have you, the eagle-eyed viewers, spotted so far? Call us and tell us what's grabbed your attention. Here is how you can have your say. If you'd like to call us on Big Brother's Little Brother, call 09011 called BBLB. That's 09011 2255 2252. Or you could email us. The address is bblb@channel4.com. Or you can text us. Stick studio at the start of the message and send it to the Big Brother text number 85444. Now, yesterday we brought you the exclusive news that John and Justine were heading for potential action. So, with that in mind, who better to tell us what exactly is going on in their minds than our identical twins? Whoa, easy with that. They're identical twins, Phil and Luby. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to Big Brother's Little Brother.
Thank you.
Very nice of you both to be here. First of all, especially being in the last couple of days, what's it been like being, you know, the guys' twins?
It's been mad. Everyone, when you walk down the street, everybody comes and says hello, which is nice.
Yeah.
But
I'm taking full advantage of it and haven't gone out the house just yet, so no supermarket shopping for me just yet.
Yeah, I had people come up and Tesco.
Really?
To say hello, which is, you know, it's fine, it's great, but it was a bit, I didn't really expect it.
But they're saying hello to you as in they know you're the twin. They don't actually come up to you and say, I mean, you must get the classic cheesy gags, what are you doing here? And...
Yeah, who let you out the house?
Yeah, I had that once, yeah.
Didn't someone clock you? Someone very famous clock you this
weekend?
Yeah, but we're not talking about that, are we? To mention, but I have to, because it's brilliant. Tell me.
I was just rigging a pop concert. And
this is what you do for a living, right?
This is what I do for a living. And one of the performers, one of the stars, came and said hello. Yeah.
Really?
That'll be Emma Bunton, everyone, at home, if you didn't want to say that. OK. Libby, you and Justine, mirror twins, right?
Identical mirror twins.
Sorry? Identical mirror twins, yeah. So you sense each other's feelings. For example, during your pregnancy, she developed what?
The line that actually runs from your belly button down, you know, where she actually got that.
Yes, we know where it's going.
Yeah, I know, I didn't get it. She actually got it. She actually got it.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
OK, I mean, so how have you been feeling lately since you've been in the house?
Really quite... It's going in waves. Some days are good and some days are bad, really. But I'm finding it really hard because I talk to her every single day, like 5 times a day, so I'm just finding it really quite tough at the moment.
That's exactly it, because when I talk to John every day, we see each other, you know, all the time, and this is the longest time I've ever been not able to talk to him. But it's really good having another twin on the outside.
That you can talk to about it, because
really
other
good.
people you talk to, they're like, that twin thing, it's a load of rubbish, but it's not at all.
No one else understands, so this is great.
Well, they're filling inside the house as well. You could say there's a lot of love going on. Take a look at this. Total of 6 massages so far, adding up to
look at the
1
icon.
hour.
Look at that, yeah.
Look at them there, in tandem together. Getting a very respectable score of 80, it has to be said. Wonderful. So, is this a love thing or a twin thing?
In my opinion, I think it's a twin thing.
Yeah, I think John is naturally going to bond with another twin. I was just looking at that, and there's a lot of eye contact going on there. So who knows? You know, let's wait and see.
But I was wondering as well how long it was going to be while they were in the house before they realised that they were both twins as well, and then they've got that connection. They
found out quite quickly.
The first night, I believe.
Was it?
Yeah,
right.
I think so. Is John actually a good masseuse? Because whenever the girls go, who taught you this? And John always kind of just goes, I taught myself. And then suddenly they go, oh, OK.
This is too good.
I think Mum gave him a few pointers.
Good.
But, he's very good.
OK, so of the people that are in the house, who would you describe as John and Justine's types?
For me, I think Ray is probably being his type, Justine's type.
Hey, well, John is bachelor man, so all 6 of the women would be
Really?
type, yeah.
But he never has a girlfriend.
No, he has very short-term, kind of one-night girlfriends.
OK.
That's what bachelors do.
OK, cool. Now, John shared his theory on women last night, which has to be seen to be believed. Take a look at this.
Imagine you're playing the generation game. You've only got 1 prize to pick. And you know that, say, there are 30 prizes on the conveyor belt. And they're coming through one at a time. What makes you press the button to stop the conveyor belt and say, I want that prize? Well, I think the mathematical way of doing it is to say, look at the first 10 items, look at the first third, and then the first thing that you see out of the next...
Is that just me, or do you understand the word he's talking about there?
I think that it's late at night, they're knackered, and I think that's just Planet John.
Yeah.
He's out there somewhere.
Was he prone to this when you were little? Did he just sort of like just kind of wake you up and go, Phil, my theory on breakfast cereal is...
I think the chronic lack of sleep's got something to do with that.
Okay,
I can't think of anything else.
And finally, John's dressing gown.
Yeah, well, that's just John.
Tell me that's stolen from a hotel.
John has no agenda. It's not fake. He is who he is.
Yep.
He's not afraid to show his real self.
You can see some of this right now. Let's take a look.
And, you know, what you see with John is what you get. He's absolutely his own person.
We're seeing it almost all there.
He doesn't have an image, and that's him. And, you know, he decided that he wanted to take his own dressing gown. What's the point of going out and buy something new? It's not him.
I like it.
So, yeah, he's a genuine article.
It's very Jamie and the Magic Torch as well.
Yeah.
He seems to be... OK, and do you think the guys will stay in touch when they leave the house? They seem to be getting on very well now.
Yeah, I think definitely they will.
OK, I'm sure
I think we will.
Yeah, absolutely.
I hope they do.
Watch out for this one. OK, speaking to you later on, I'm sure, later on in the series. Thank you very much for joining us. OK, on Friday, it could be all over for John, along with Anushka, Federico and Scott, as they all face eviction. Here are the all-important numbers for you to vote for them. To evict Anushka, dial 09011 214401 or text Vote Anushka to 85444. To evict Federico, dial 09011 214403 or text Vote Federico to 85444. To evict John, dial 09011 214405 or text Vote John to 85444. Or to vote Scott, dial 09011 214409 or text Vote Scott to 85444. Alright, on Friday the housemates had 1 hour to get to know each other before making their first nominations. Here to take a close look at their choices is body language expert and oh-so friend of the show, Judy James. Hello, Judy.
Hi.
How are you? Nice to see you.
I'm fine.
Just look at that rock. He gads. OK, how long after meeting someone do we decide on a first impression of them, in your opinion?
3 seconds.
3 seconds?
Yep, so you've done it.
Well, I mean, you know, we've met several times before.
I know.
And I knew you were a class act the minute I saw you. But seriously, 3 seconds? That's
3 seconds. It's a survival response. We have to look to see if somebody's any danger to us, but then after that we start noticing other things like socks, shoes, sex, etc.
I was going to say, what do we clock first then? Is it the...
It's
what do you mean by danger?
Danger, is this person any threat to me? So that's the animal response. But then the other one is kind of, do I fancy them? And then... naff socks or something like that. Sorry, not you, but yeah.
I was going to say, that normally, the do I fancy them normally takes 4 seconds for me. Just coming under. OK. Now, the housemates appear to be shocked to have to nominate so early. Genuine shock or...
No, they were enjoying themselves, most of them. They were, in fact, a lot of them, thankfully, didn't go through the sort of routine of, oh, my God, I don't want to do this, and the tears and the angst. So, but most of them, you could see by their facial leakage, I don't mean they're dribbling, but their expressions were actually saying, no, I'm quite enjoying myself here. They were
Why is that? Is that because it was guilt-free?
Yeah, they didn't know the people. There was 2 that they particularly wanted rid of anyway, but they could do it. They hadn't formed relationships, so you know they could do it without looking horrible, which is good for them.
And now there's a fair bit of guilt coming into it because now they've actually got to know these people and have realised in many cases they actually quite like them.
Yeah, I think probably people start to sort of reveal through the layers, and people like Anushka in particular, she shows her human side, her nice side. She's quite a nice person. They start feeling a bit beastly.
OK, you mentioned Anushka. Half the housemates nominated her for eviction. How did she make herself so unpopular so early on?
She was just fantastic because she does this industrial strength flirting, and women can't stand that. I mean, it's just it's really quite comical in retrospect, but it really was too much. I mean, she flirted in an empty house. That's how strong that flirting was.
you got to admire that work.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. Let's take a look at it.
Oh no, you're just getting instructions.
I'm going to be. Yeah, take it. This one's mine then.
So flamboyant, isn't she?
Well, I mean, she's doing Kylie, she's doing Marilyn Monroe, and that's just going to the toilet, you know, on the way into the loo. She hogged the double bed as well, which is spatially and territorially, that's bad news, because that's greedy. People don't like it. And she does all this pit-bearing stuff. She puts her arms up a lot, which is, again, it's quite aggressive to the other girls in particular, but she's toning down now, so...
Sure.
And for us,
she seems a lot more at ease now, doesn't she?
Well, she took those shoes off for a start, didn't she? I mean,
the old pink slippers came on, Jude. She was a happy girl. OK, John also made a bad first impression, judging by his nominations. Anushka, Federico and Ray nominated him. What did you do wrong?
Everything. I mean, sadly, John's got something of the night about him, you know. I mean, he looks a bit spooky. And a lot of it was bad spatial behaviour. I mean, one point in particular, there was a certain point where the girls needed to bond and they all got in a little circle and they did all this soppy thing with their hands that girls tend to do. The guys were standing around the bar and John was on the other side. I mean, he shouldn't have been there, actually. That would have been seen as odd.
OK, well, this is the moment the group found out about the nominations. Take a look at this.
In alphabetical order.
I was the last one.
Anushka.
Which one?
Oh, it's me, because she's not.
Federico.
No way.
John.
What? Aims the brakes.
And Scott.
Don't worry about it, no one worry about it. No one worry about it.
Everyone, I know my head's in, but everyone just calm down, relax.
I'm cool, don't worry about it.
What does that reaction tell us, do you think, if anything?
Well, it tells us that gasp of surprise. I mean, Scott is the only other decent male totty in there for a start, and the girls couldn't stand the thought who would vote him out, and Federico as well. I mean, you know, that was huge surprise. You're getting rid of the 2 sexiest guys in the house.
It's all about the young men with Jude, I tell you. OK, so who do you think's made the best first impression? Girls first, very briefly.
I think Tanya. Tanya, strangely, for quite odd reasons, she looks like women would know this, she looks like the bitchy sales assistant who makes you feel very small when you walk into the designer shop, but girls want her approval, so she will do quite, and the men fancy her.
Okay,
so.
what about the boys, very briefly?
I think probably Ray, because he didn't tread on anybody's toes. He looked quite friendly, quite nice.
Lovely. Thanks a lot, Judy. More from you later on, I'm sure. Still to come, we take a close look at the trends occurring in the Big Brother house. We bring an exclusive look at the audition tapes of the nominated housemates. And why are the housemates wearing these black armbands? We find out after the break. See you in a minute. Hello there, welcome back to Big Brother's Little Brother. In just a moment, we're going to be talking to Julian Lilly from Heat Magazine, deputy editor, I might add. But first, BBLB needs you. Are you Big Brother's biggest fan? Yes, I am. If you want to prove it, then get involved in our super fan competition. It didn't rhyme or go with any music, but I think it worked. All you have to do is text us and we'll reply with a series of questions about this year's Big Brother. The more questions you get right, the higher up our leaderboard you go. And every Friday we'll announce a winner and invite them to come down and join us here on Big Brother's Little Brother to meet the latest evictees, so long as you don't hurt them. To take part in this, all you have to do is text the word quiz to 85444, 85444, and we could be seeing you here on Sunday. Now we're delighted to be joined by the deputy editor of the unofficial weekly journal of Big Brother, I like to call it, Julian Lilly. Hello, how are you?
Good, Dermot, nice to see you.
With my back, I shouldn't be doing that, Julian. But nice to see you too.
Nice to see you.
We're looking at the quirks and so forth of the housemates so far. What do you think? What do you make of Big Brother, firstly, so far?
Absolutely love it. Very exciting. I would like there to be a few more arguments start kicking off quite soon. We need a bit more kind of, interaction, see the other side. And they're all been very nice at the moment, aren't they?
Yeah.
Very pleasant around each other, a bit too careful.
You taking a sweepstake in the office as to when that's going to happen?
I'm reckoning Anushka is going to really push someone very soon to snap, because she's very loud. You can't be, you have a reaction to her one way or the other, don't you?
Yeah.
And I also just think that, I think Federico as well might actually stir up a little bit of trouble.
OK, excellent. I was going to say favourites so far. Are those two your favourites?
Well, Anushka is a clear favourite in terms of entertainment value. I also think Tanya is great. Really good.
Is she Jade Nouveau?
What, Anushka?
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, I hated Jade the first couple of days she was in the Big Brother house. Same reaction to Anushka, then start warming to her because she's good value.
Now, we're looking at trends today. One thing we've spotted in the office is Cameron's obsession with apples. We're going to be looking at that more closely tomorrow. But another trend is the housemates are very keen on talking foreign languages. Well, I wasn't entirely sure they're allowed to do. Like this, take a look.
Cani, abre español. Sí.
Bonjour. Je ne sais pas. Je ne sais pas parce que qu'est-ce qu'on va manger ce soir. I know, voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir?
What about this? In Italian, you say ti amo. In Spanish, it's ti quiero. In German, imagine a bird saying this to you. Ich liebe dich.
See, I reckon Federico's going to use the language thing very cannily over the next few weeks.
I reckon he's used that already. That sounds like a chat-up line at the bar to me. Definitely.
OK, Friday's first eviction night. Who do you want to go? Who do you think's going to
go? I actually think it's a two-horse race between Anushka and John.
Oh, but they're great characters.
They're both great characters, but it's the characters that make people pick up telephones and vote, really.
And if anyone here, one of the 12, is going to be on the front cover of Heat this time next year, who's it going to be?
Oh, that's a tricky question. Anushka.
I mean, in a good way.
Anushka, and I also think Tanya as well, because she's got great personality, she looks good. I think she actually could go on and do something.
Julian, thank you very much. Stick around for the phone-in. OK, right now, time for another BBLB exclusive, and please do not turn off for this. Anushka, Federico, John and Scott all up for eviction on Friday. Here is the first time their original Big Brother audition tapes. Now, it might have earned them a place in the house, but it will not win them any prizes whatsoever for the sound quality or, indeed, the acting. Take a look at this.
When I told people I wanted to go on Big Brother, they were like, what do you want to go on Big Brother for?
Well, Mum, probably for all the reasons you don't.
I've always loved being a centre of attention. And for a few weeks at least, I'll be the talk of millions in Britain. Anushka's anecdotes will become a popular feature. Whom takes a seeds out of seedless grapes?
Catch me making my next move on the poor, unsuspecting male housemates.
Mum, I hope that's good enough, because I promise to embarrass you, yet entertain everyone else.
You should see what they're doing to me. They're making me wear these ridiculous hats. It's tearing me apart. Like, please take it off, take it off, take it off, just get rid of it. No, not the Enrique Iglesias hat. The Enrique hat, everything's going. please have me on your show.
Hello, I'm John Tickle, although Tickle will usually do for most people. I'm 28 years old, single, although I'm working on it. I'm a gregarious kind of chap. I like socialising and drinking with my mates, probably a bit more than my mum would say is good for me. I look forward to telling you more about myself when we meet. That's assuming, of course, that I don't decide to stay sunbathing here for the rest of my life. From Sydney, Australia, this is John Tickle. See you soon.
I reckon I'm going to bring a certain element of fun to that house. Choose me and it'll be laughs all the way, I promise you.
Whoa. For an awful moment, I thought Scott was having a wee there. Sounds like a waterfall. OK, earlier on we asked, we told you we were going to promise we'd solve the mystery of the black wristbands the housemates are wearing. They're pro-activity watches. That monitor sleeping patterns and stress levels. Housemates have been wearing them since 6 p.m. on Thursday. We find out the results on the Psychic Show a week on Sunday. OK, our phone in today, call BBUK. Question any quirks you've noticed in the house. Still delighted to be joined by Julian and Judy. Let's go to the phones. Karen from Hamilton. Hello, Karen.
Hi there, how are you?
You're all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Go for it. What have you noticed?
John's ongoing obsession with all things Star Wars and superheated coral proton torpedoes. What is that all about?
What is that all about? I want to get Phil back in here now. John's obsession with Star Wars, and he's been, quoting a lot of Lord of the Rings as well. I mean, what is that all about?
Well, it's all computers and geeks, isn't it, sadly? I mean, he's probably got the socks that go with it and everything.
See, I think it's quite endearing. I like it.
Yeah, I must say power to him, because I'm an identical twin, so I can sympathise with the twin thing.
Really?
Yeah.
I presume no one thinks you're in the house, though, which is obviously slightly different. Thanks very much. OK, next up, Tracy from Cleveland. Hello, Tracy.
Hiya.
What have you noticed for us?
I'm ringing about the fashion sense.
Oh, yeah, go for it.
I really like Tanya's because I think she looks casual and really good.
Yeah.
Then there's Anushka.
Yeah.
She has no taste whatsoever, full stop.
Really?
Right. And then there's Federico. I think he's trying to impress the ladies, but I don't think it's working for him, apart from Anushka, who'd be impressed if someone blinked at her.
Is he impressing you with his fashion sense there, Tracy?
No.
Wouldn't mind if you took a trip up to Cleveland, perhaps, after this is all over?
You could.
Thank you very much. I'll be seeing you at Red Car Races, young lady.
OK.
Talking about dress sense, thanks, Tracy. Talking about dress sense, I mean, what do you think, Julian?
Yeah, I think it's kind of right what we're saying about Anushka, because I think Anushka looks fantastic, but she wore all the wrong clothes on that first night. She kind of dresses too provocatively, and it's sexier than she actually is. She's a very good-looking girl, but she just doesn't suit those, heels and those tops.
Who do you think
look like they were here?
Who do you think dresses best in the house?
Tanya, I think, has got a really good high street kind of style. Ray looks cool all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Sissy as well, actually.
What about you?
I think
only got 20 seconds
Tanya's
left,
got this kind of Bond Street look with the old French manicure and everything. I enjoy that stuff, yeah. She's good.
Brilliant. Well, we shall see. Nominations obviously have taken place. The evictions, even more obviously, take place on Friday, but we are back tomorrow at 6 o'clock on Channel 4. Take care. God bless. Bye-bye.